when I was a kid, when I was a shorty, when I, listen, when I was a shorty watching, the Super Bowl, I ain't really know what I was watching. You know what I'm saying? I was just a fan of the team, not a fan of the sport. Obviously, as I got older, I became a fan of the sport. Damn. Um, yeah, G. I know we want to win the shit with them quarterbacks, man. We want to win the shit. Nah, bro. Different times, bro. Different times. Who that is blocking like that? You caught me with the quick snap. But I'm prepared now, nigga. There's some killers over there, folks. You say you ain't Ben Johnson, huh? I can't wait for. I wish I could be in their front office right now, G. On my mom, I seen some talent on that field last night for Miami, boy, and for what's his name? Yeah, we needed every last bit of it too. I ain't played in a minute neither, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, that nigga a dog. Whoever that was that made that tackle. Man, I gotta get back into a bag on here, bro. It's been a minute. Man, I gotta go to work today. So I'm gonna play you. Do what I gotta do on this league real quick, and then I'm gonna take me a little nap. Ain't no way he caught that. I hit stick that nigga and everything, G. Oh! Had to crunch you. You was doing too much moving around, folks. Good shit. I end up going with that crosser, G. Shit cooked me. They cooked my safety, G. Tried to get skinny right there. I forgot I got Scary Terry. Damn, it won't let me. All right. But I did play a little running back too, folks. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I wanted to play at first, but I was too small, G. So I went to wide receiver. You will not be getting another return in this game, my brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. What he say? Fuck no, baby. Oh my God, they would let me get that motherfucker. I was about to say, where you go? You just left a nigga and shit. Uh, shit, somewhere over here. I ain't gonna lie.
Josh Allen's the kind of quarterback that can win not one, not two, but three Super Bowls. McDermott's a good man and a good coach.
Nigga done called me trying to put my adjustments in twice. Fuck. I'm rusty.
There's 5 turnovers and Bo Nix up and down the field, 300-plus yards. I mean, there was the tush push last year. They couldn't get that right. The last 3 years, Buffalo has lost fourth-quarter leads in all games. All of their losses, they lost fourth-quarter leads.
This nigga got Lamarvelous. Who you lost to?
The general manager, in my opinion, Brandon Bean, more of a cap guy than a personnel guy, hasn't done McDermott any favors. The wide receiver core is mostly anemic. There are no Pro Bowlers on the defensive side. Even James Cook, Josh Allen's best teammate, leads all running backs in fumbles. The Saturday wasn't a loss. It was a reckoning. It felt different. The locker room was 50.
Hey, I thought I had nothing but green grass. I don't know who 91 is. That's a great motherfucking play though. That's that same shit that happened last time, folks.
And Sean McDermott, again, 8 playoff wins. That is the most ever in league history by any coach that hasn't appeared in a Super Bowl. He's a coach. He's a good coach. I'll be honest. I think he would go to the Raiders and get that act figured out really quick. I'd hire him in second in Las Vegas. But each loss hurt more. Each loss mounts it. 13-second loss. Can't get the tush push right. Blowing fourth-quarter leads. Saturday, Bo Nix kind of did what he wanted. 5 turnovers on
Who got ball first?
And it feels like Josh Allen so often is pressing to put on a cape, get in the phone booth, come out and make a play to overcome his lack of receiving help. For a defense that can be good at times, but isn't special. Not as good as the Rams. Not even as good as the injury-plagued Niners. Certainly not Seattle or Houston. So this is a great job.
It wouldn't make no sense to run a play here before the 2-minute warning now, would it?
You're probably checking their contracts to make sure the ink is dry. But over the starting in 2020 until today, they're second in the NFL in wins, first in points per game, first in point differential. A lot of it's Josh Allen, maybe most of it's Josh Allen. You can't go Mike McCarthy. His teams, like McDermott,
Great.
they're not quite buttoned up. They shrink in the playoffs. Can't go McCarthy. More the same. Jeff Haffley, Jesse Minton, great defensive coordinator.
I got some speed now. Christian Watson, Tyreek Hill.
In my opinion, Brian Dable, 1A playoff game.
Terry McLaurin, Chase Brown. Damn, I gave you a kick. Fuck.
Josh Allen to the next level. So Sean McDermott's got 8 playoff wins. You can do a lot worse than Sean McDermott. But for Buffalo,
I guess it worked out.
Josh Allen changes the calculus. The standard changes when you get an Elway, when you get a Peyton Manning. You got to have a Belichick, a Walsh, an Andy Reid, a Jimmy Johnson. I don't know if Brian Dable's that. But John Harbaugh's off the market. Jim Harbaugh's off the market. Sean Payton's taken. So is Mike Vrabel. To me, Brian Dable, who's been in that room with
They is catching some shit, boy.
Will squeeze every ounce out of this star quarterback. And at this point, to me, that's the answer. Okay, under Sean McVay, the Rams prove once again, regardless of weather, this warm weather indoor football team goes to Chicago. They don't have a single penalty. They don't have a single turnover. Folks, they didn't have, we looked it up, a dropped pass. And that's why they beat the Bears. In a windy snow game earlier in the day, there were 8 turnovers. They didn't have a drop pass. Chicago was more spectacular. Chicago had more yards. Chicago won time of possession. Caleb Williams, in my
There we
opinion,
go.
had the throw of the decade, playoffs or regular season. But this LA team played more efficiently and played clean. I mean, again, I'm not saying Chicago is not more fun to watch. The Rams only had 3 drives all day. An opening drive, a fourth-quarter drive, and an overtime drive. So much in football is about not losing games. And the team that lost the turnover battles yesterday and this weekend, who went 0 for 4. The Rams did not drop a pass in this one. So
Let's
I think
go.
all
This
you need to
nigga
do
developed for be
is
great, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
give me
Got
one
this
of
nigga
the
from
Bears
free agency,
even trying
G.
to get a first down and not a touchdown. I thought Caleb Williams, who has grown so much as a player, he is so much better than he was 8, 9 weeks ago. I thought he bit off a little too much of the
91 is
lemon.
having a
They
game,
just
bro.
needed
Who is that?
they just needed points, and he went uptown, and that's the very
He
nature
is
of Caleb
blowing
Williams.
everything I got
The
going
upside,
on up, G.
the jet fuel, the horsepower. I mean, he is V8 plus, but he's not quite ready. He has improved so much from week
I
3
almost
to
had it.
now. I mean, again, this is. I think there's 4 quarterbacks in league history that can make this play. 4. The Rams weren't perfect, beat on the back end, but you get all the upside. But I thought he took a little too big of a bite in overtime, and Chicago's not going anywhere. They're young, they're athletic, they're inexpensive at quarterback, as star tight end, running back.
Hey, man. I'm like my head coach,
Spot
brother.
on. This is a really good Chicago team. Dennis Allen had a
I'm like my head coach,
they don't have
G. Yo,
near as
bro.
much defensive talent, especially in the box, as the Rams do. And yet they were aggressive. They got to Matt Stafford multiple times while their
Good
offensive
fucking
line
blitz.
did not surrender a sack. There were so many things to like about them.
Yeah,
Time of
look.
possession,
I
big
trusted my
plays,
defense.
more yards, more spectacular. Whereas the Rams' defensive talent is young, explosive, and inexpensive. That's the Bears primarily on offense. So the Rams came down in the opening drive, take a 7-0 lead. Bears don't buckle. You got the Rams taking that lead late in the game, and the Bears don't buckle. So they're good. They're not going anywhere. But the Bears, to me, feel like they're almost there. And the Rams feel like they are there again. Listen, you look over the course of the weekend, there's 2 or 3 things that are absolute. And the team that had the most turnovers, whether it's a Buffalo or it's a Houston or it's a Chicago, the reality is when you get to the best coaches and the best rosters and the best game plans, weather becomes less of a factor
Ain't no
than
way.
letting a ball hit the ground. But whether it be that bad, McVay
You ain't
was
got enough time
reasonable.
for another play,
They didn't have
nigga.
a drop pass.
I'm gonna show you why I think that. Wing it. You ain't give up no points, bruh. That's why you go for it, nigga. Trust your defense. Offense just gotta be better. I gotta call a better play.
Only pay for what you need. For the new Detroit-style slices and sticks for only $4.99 for busy season. You get both
Had a
of your Detroit-style
touchdown.
favorites on TSN. That's useful. Look at you and your Detroit-style deep dish slices
Hey
and
man,
sticks.
my right guard is getting barbecued, bro. What's going on with this man in this game? Come on, Jonah. I pay you big money, bruh.
Plus a side of crazy sauce? That's not fair. Alright, I could just go get my own. One of Detroit-style slices and sticks for only $4.99. Pizza, pizza. You guys sitting next to your girl in a kiss cam. This game has got a lot more entertainment.
You really guarding everything, to be honest with you, bro.
Amazing pulls out all the stops. Amazing starts at CSL Plasma.
Man, he
Donate
a
blood
dog,
today, and
fool.
you'll be rewarded in return. You can help create medicines that save lives while making a difference in your own. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing. With New England, a lot of people are like, you can tell, well, they're not quite special enough. Was Mike Vrabel a top 5 coach? Is Josh McDaniel a top 3
Need my
coordinator?
defense to come up clutch for me again, man.
Quarterback?
I gave up 2 touchdowns because of my incompetence.
I don't see what people aren't seeing. They're absolutely good enough to win a Super Bowl. I don't think they should be favored. Their cornerbacks are outstanding. They get consistent pressure. They run the ball effectively. And, Kayshon Boutte made the catch of the year. So, James was valuable. Drake May made 3 straight big throws on that one touchdown drive. They remind me a lot of the Belichick-Brady Patriots, where I'm not sure outside of quarterback, Drake May and Tom Brady. Outside of quarterback, I don't know if they're great anywhere, but they're really good everywhere, and they're awful nowhere. And you
We
say,
a
okay,
different
what do they
team
do?
this year, bro.
You can't have a massive hole. They don't. They struggle to block, you know, the rush-ins for Houston. Will Anderson, good luck. He's our Lawrence Taylor. Nobody's blocking. So Drake May against the number 2 defense in bad weather, 3 touchdowns and a one-on-one passer rating and good movement. Seems pretty good to me. They're very much like the old Patriots. They give you about 1 to 2 big plays offensively,
Damn,
and
A-Chain
if you can
fast as
execute
fuck.
at a high level, they do.
Defense
So
coming up
that's why
clutch
they're
for a
my
nigga,
favorite to win
G.
the playoffs. They're number 1 in yardage differential. They're number 5 in points a game, number 3 in points allowed. So New England, I lived there for a decade. The New England Legion isn't a flashy league. There's a ton of wealth. Newport, Rhode Island,
Oh,
Pawtucket,
oh
Maine,
God, cause Buddy
Boston,
ain't got no
Southampton.
bag at all.
But it's not ostentatious considering the work. And that's a little bit like the Patriots. The Patriots in Boston appreciate intelligence and toughness and resilience and efficiency and discipline. And I kind of feel like the Patriots of us in the region, they're not going to be
Ain't
flashy.
nobody
This is what
guard that
happens here.
man,
Yeah,
bro.
Seattle's more dynamic, and the Rams are more experienced, and the Denver
He
Broncos
was
are
my
better. They
leading
have a
receiver
little bit of
last
a
season.
star-studded roster, but I absolutely believe New England is good enough to win the Super Bowl. Vrabel's elite. Josh McDaniel's elite. Drake May is elite. Their receiving core in the last year is significantly better, making huge plays. They can't put the ball on the carpet like they did against the Texans, but they're not lucky to be here. They outspent everybody in free agency. They nailed the draft. So there are 4 or 5
What you
different
got for
coaches
me,
making
Lamar?
big impacts. And again, their corners are like Seattle's. They are sticky. They are all over the receivers. I like New England a lot. I don't listen. Everybody's got a flaw. I don't trust the Rams special teams. Seahawks sometimes can turn it over. I still think offensive line for the Patriots is probably a draft away from being elite. This reminds me a lot of the old Patriots. Same owner, same coordinator, a younger, more mobile quarterback who's not quite Brady in terms of pre-snap and experience, obviously, and probably will never be quite that. But the only big difference is Vrabel, and Vrabel's like a more current Belichick. He's more player-friendly, more connected to the player as an ex-player. He's very, very current offensively. It feels like what I watched for years now. I've said this. Sometimes the team becomes the city. Every great Laker team has been kind of flashy. Right? Like every great Patriot team has been resilient, smart, and physically
Damn.
tough and efficient. And that's what they pride themselves in. Like Mike Vrabel feels like a Patriot coach. Belichick felt like a Patriot coach. Maybe it's just built
It's a
differently.
different team, bro. I
But
told
I
niggas I was
don't
finna go
think
get
that
some
an
quarters.
exhited
Niggas wasn't
play
finna keep
after the
doing me
playoff
like
run
this,
makes me
bro.
feel terrible about that. This is just, there's an old saying in New England, fences make good
Good
neighbors.
fucking
They're
tackle,
not
boy.
looking for validation outside of the future. They know what they are. They're good enough to win a Super Bowl. They got a little bit of a break. I would
You know it's coming,
probably
bro.
Denver with Nick starting. I'd probably make them a 1.5, 2-point favorite. But I don't think Jared Stidham, who's not been taking snaps all year, more of a scout team backup guy, I think that's a huge ask. But one thing we know about these playoffs,
Let's
especially
go
right now,
defense.
the one team that nobody wants to talk about. I mean, everybody picked Houston. And everybody was like, well, Drake May can't win his first playoff game, and then, well, Drake May can't beat Houston. I don't know. I look at New England. I don't see the big flaw. They were good all regular season. They're good now. They're going to be good next week. I don't see the hole. I think they're really, really good. Um, Seattle Rams, Denver Patriots. Every weekend gets better.
I got rest, bro. I've been rested for a while. You know what I'm saying? I can see the field clearly.
I'm going to make a prediction. The highest rated non-Super Bowl ever on Fox.
Look, I had to go improve the wide receiver room, and I had to go improve the DB room,
Seattle
man. It was
Rams.
looking
That is going to be wild.
nefarious.
It is time for a reality check for the entire NFL, all the fans, all the media.
I still kept
The
the D
Seattle
line
Rams
though.
are
They just ain't
indisputable
got the abilities no more. But the
best
D
defense.
line is still
There was
here.
a stretch this year where they let a team
These
21
niggas is still
nothing
demonic. Shit, they play better without the abilities at this
team
point.
35 nothing at half. That's what Ohio State does to an FCS team. Sam Darnold got picked 4 times against the Rams, and they still almost won. Kyle Shanahan,
We ain't getting
168
no
games as a San
pressure.
Francisco coach. 4 times he's been held under
I
attack.
left niggas.
Twice in the last few weeks by Seattle. The roster has no holes. Even the special teams are really good. They get a pass rush without blitzing. Huge up front. Active linebackers. Outstanding elite corners. Playmaking safeties on offense. You get power and speed and efficiency. They are young, they're dynamic, and there is one team left that is built to beat them in Seattle. One team only. The Rams.
And I got a different role for Maxwell Hairston, bro.
Clean, smart, efficient style of football. They don't make as many mistakes as the Seahawks do. They're not as
Um,
penalized as Seattle.
I put
They're not
he
going to
my
make
slot
the
corner,
turnovers
G.
that Seattle does. They're a cleaner version. Are they as good a version? Well, look at these numbers. This is how crazy it is. The Rams and Seahawks have played twice, each with a win. The Rams have scored 58 points. The Seahawks 57. The Rams have
That's Tutty.
830 total yards. The Seahawks have 829.
Damn.
Folks, we all knew this. It's about week 7 or 8. Didn't you look at yourself and think, okay, Green Bay is falling apart physically, and so are the Niners. And Philadelphia couldn't get their offensive act together. And Chicago was really good, but it felt like maybe the defense was a year away. And then there's the Panthers, child please. This Seattle team in Seattle, cold and wet. They have made Christian McCaffrey disappear twice in the last few weeks. Disappear. The Rams are the #1 scoring offense. The Seahawks are the #1 scoring defense. It will be best against best, and in my opinion, the two best young coaches in football at the helm. McVay's the best coach, arguably in the league, certainly the best young coach. Seattle said, you know what? McVay and Shanahan run this division. We're not going to hire the third best offensive guy. We're going to go get a defensive guy.
Oh, it's no way, bruh.
Handsome, tough,
He
culture,
dubbed out.
player friendly.
Bro, they gave me a under pressure, bro. That's crazy.
So I've said this all year with Seattle. Turn the sound down and watch them play. Don't listen to the announcers or the crowd. Turn the sound down. They don't look like
I
any
got
other
an
team.
under
I think you get the
pressure,
Texans
bro.
defense
What?
with a more dynamic offense.
I had a different role for him, G. I couldn't play him, and I couldn't play him on the outside at 5'11". You know what I'm saying? But he definitely tall as fuck to be a slot corner. Come on, man. I'm bullshitting, bro. I'm bullshitting, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn, I just fucked my camera up.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. We'll get a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 15-foot model when you trade in and pay for
Three.
it. That's 20% below MSRP. Well, the new Detroit style slices and sticks for only $4.99 from Little Caesars. You get both of these Detroit style favorites all to yourself.
I needed these upgrades,
Look
bro.
at you and your Detroit style deep dish slices with crispy caramelized edges. And you get
We
4
actually
pieces of
got an
Italian
offense,
cheeseburger
bro.
topped with buttery garlic drizzle too. Wait, plus a side of crazy sauce? That's not fair. Oh, right. I could just go get my own. One Detroit style slices and sticks for only $4.99. Pizza, pizza. So you'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual
Gee, what's been
justifies its
roll?
prices.
What was
Save
your
big
loss to
hundreds.
Munch? What was the score?
I'll go get us tickets. Only pay for street. Liberty, 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 Liberty. Matt Hasselbeck, 18 years in the NFL, is now joining us live.
Told you we a
All right, let's
different
start with
team,
Sean
bro.
McDermott. I said this before, is that sometimes when you have a star quarterback, you're looking for your Jimmy Johnson, your Bill Walsh. You know, you're looking for your Homer. You're looking for a great coach, not a really good coach. I'm okay with it. I think McDermott's going to get a job very quickly. How's it land for you?
Yeah, he's a great coach. I think he's a really good coach. I think this is, a big surprise. I could just say this as a player who's been, on teams where they fired the head coach. Man, you feel guilty. Like you feel like, you saw Josh Allen at the podium after the game, and he's in tears, and he's like, they barely get through it. He's like, man, I feel like I let my teammates down. I can promise you, it's twice as bad today.
These boys
It feels like
balling,
you guys
man.
coached
That's
him.
all I could
And not
ask
only his
for.
head coach, now everybody in the building's probably gone. I mean, when you lose a head coach, you flush out just about everybody. A new head coach comes in, new regime, coordinators change, position coaches change. I mean, shoot, a lot of people in the building have changed. A lot of different support spots. So, like, I think as a player, you're gonna see a different version of Josh Allen just because he's gonna just like tighten the screws a little bit. And sometimes as a great player, you can get a little careless.
Oh
I
my
think that's what's
God.
happening
Niggas is catching
in this
anything at
last
this
game.
point.
But Josh Allen, I think it's just talent alone is the MVP. But this is going to be a kick in the gut to him, and he's going to take this one hard.
What did you make of the interception? I won't have any confirmation bias. I'll just lay
We
it out.
there.
What did you make of Oklahoma high-end great player?
Don't give up no fucking
I
points,
think that they
defense.
had to go with whatever they called on the field. If you're talking about the Brandon where it looked like it was a catch, but he was kind of bobbling it, and then, the Denver Broncos came out with it. I'm not surprised by the call. I guess I would say I do agree with the call.
Damn.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. All right, Denver. Listen, you go to Jarrett Stidham. He's in the program. What I would worry about is he's not taking first-team reps all year. You also lose, Matt,
Oh my God.
running element. I mean, Bo Nix is an athlete.
Oh my
For if you
goodness,
go to a
bro.
pocket guy who hasn't taken a lot of reps, I mean, I think Stidham's been in the building. He knows the playbook. But to me, this is a big ask. Is it not for Denver?
Yeah, listen, I think Bo Nix is unbelievably underrated. I really do. I think he's a very good player. 2 years in a row, I thought he's a great player.
Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham, though, if you remember, he was the guy drafted out of Auburn, played at Baylor, then went to Auburn, played at Baylor, played at Auburn, and was drafted maybe to be the heir apparent to Tom Brady. I mean, he was kind of the guy going through, and then they pulled Cam Newton out of
Speed.
nowhere, like late in the year, and said, "Hey, maybe we can build a craving running ability after years of Tom Brady." I
Let's
mean,
go. You know what's crazy?
they switched their game.
He wasn't matched up on him. He was matched up on the corner. I pulled the wrong nigga to the running back, bro.
In college. I don't think he's Bo Nix, but he's also not a statue back there. No, but and I can also just say as a guy that when you're a backup practice every single day for years and years and years and years, and you never get your opportunity, this is what you're training for. And sometimes as a backup quarterback, the feeling is this.
We ain't give up no tutty, man. Still, no more
Say,
fucking
look,
points,
it's a
defense.
paper, and you do all the work all week, and then Sunday comes and you give it to the professor, and the professor looks at it and says, "Here, I'm throwing it in the trash. Thanks for preparing, but you didn't eat it today. Thanks for
I
doing
knew
all
he
that
was
work
going to
years
A
and years
chain,
and years and
so
years."
I shut him out this game. Gee, I told you we was gonna make changes for that nigga, boy.
It's going to get graded, and it's going to be
We
graded
was gonna
hard,
take that
and
nigga
the
out the
expectations are
game.
high. It's a tough opponent, but the hope is
I
that you're
already
ready.
took care of that nigga
The hope is
Worthy,
that
bro.
he sees the opportunity to take advantage.
All right, one more team that's
Oh, you got him out of there?
started with the Bills, Broncos, Bears.
Damn.
Again, before we get to the winning teams, big picture. I did think, and I know people can
That's
go
why I
on
got you
all
playing
year,
slot. Need
but
that
I think
speed for that
Caleb
shit.
looks so much more comfortable now than 6 to 8 weeks ago. I think he like people are saying, well, how come he doesn't run more? And that may be because he's more comfortable and sees the field better.
Good
If
fucking
we
hit.
wrap a bow around Ben and Caleb after this game in the season, where are you with the pair?
Night and day from last year, Caleb Lynn. Night and day. Like last year, didn't see it. I was like, this guy, I don't see it. I don't see success here. I just don't see it. And this year, he's gotten better each and every week. And I think one of the best things you can say about quarterback development is a team, you're developing your quarterback, your young quarterback, as you're winning games.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. They found ways to win. They were the cardiac bears. No, this is, I think you got to be so excited. And I've said it, when you get the GM right, the head coach right, and the quarterback right, kind of that triad, one heartbeat, one vision,
These
grow
boys
together,
hooping.
and we all got each other's back. That's what Chicago has right now. I think Ben Johnson, I don't know if I can overstate how much respect I have for him as a leader and as a play caller and all the stuff that he brings to the table. We knew he was a great play caller. We knew that part. But just the
Tried
leadership
to
and the
crunch his
steadiness that he's brought to the sidelines, to the podium, to the franchise, and in lockstep with your GM. I think that's it's a big reason I think a lot of these guys are getting fired around the league is that they're saying, whoa, look what this guy did in year one. We got to find another Ben Johnson. I just don't know if there's another Ben Johnson out there.
All right, let's talk Rams. They only had 3 drives. Here's what blew me away. No penalties, no turnovers, and Matt,
Oh, I thought the clock was gonna keep going.
to take a warm weather team to that environment, and again, it wasn't as spectacular as Chicago. They played about as clean a game in crappy weather as you. I mean, we watched the Texans Patriots. They were 8 turnovers. I was just kind of blown away by. I know it's not a sexy term. The efficiency of the Rams and making any mistakes. Your thoughts?
I think they're a great team, number one. You talk about no penalties. I think it really shows up how you practice, shows up how you play. I've played on teams where we let DBs get away with defensive pass interference in practice all the time. And then we get to the game, then they throw the flag, and the DBs be like, what are you talking about? That's not a penalty. And we'd sit there and be, as teammates and be like, yeah, it is a penalty, and that's how you practice every single day. So like, we're not surprised. We shouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.